are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you.
So short answer, yes, because I hope to be teaching the gospel of Jesus Christ and what God's story with us is, and how we actually relate to that and how we relate to the world. And longer answer, maybe sometimes not, because we'll also be teaching about different things because it's a different time in the church's life and in the church's history as we continue to grow. And so I'll probably do a little bit of both, actually. That's sort of a confusing question, answer, because I'm saying yes, no, and both, but I think all of those are true.
You are my sunshine, my only sun.
I'll start with the hard part, what I don't like about my job first though. I think it would be that if I'm working at the church during the week and say Pastor Jihan is away or Miss Pat is away or Miss Cindy's away and I'm there by myself, I get kind of lonely and I don't like that so much because I love being with people. What do I really love about the job though? It's helping people have a connection with God and allow Jesus to make sense of everything they do in their lives, to know that what they do matters. And that can come through when I preach or when I visit somebody who's sick, or if I'm leading a small group. It comes through just a lot of ways. So any way I can help people make sense in that way and find meaning in their lives through Christ, I'm doing what I love.
Never know, dear, how much I love you.
I love to play golf, even though I don't do it very much anymore. I love it. And I guess related to that, disc golf, because it's still sort of golf, but it's free and it doesn't take as much time. And really anything outside. If I can sit by a creek or a river or around a fire, I love it. And I like to read too, because I didn't when I was a kid, but I really love reading now.
You are my sunshine, my only sun.
There are so many to choose from, but I think right now I really like Romans, where it talks about how nothing can separate us from God's love, that neither height nor depth, life or death, anything in the world, nothing can separate us from God's love. It reminds me that there's nothing that I can do, nothing that I will do that will ever make God love me any less, and there's nothing that I can do that will make God love me any more, because God already loves me so much. And that's true for everybody that God loves in the world.
Never know, dear, how much I love you.
I think right now my favorite hobby is learning to play the cello. I've been doing it for 2 years and I like music and like making music and learning to play new instruments, and so that's been really fun. I also like playing tennis. I don't get to do it very often, but I do like it, getting outside. And I like watching movies, mostly animated movies. So things like The Minions and The Incredibles and Inside Out and things like that.
You are my sunshine, my only sun.
Yes, but not all at once, because you'll get a tummy ache.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy.
Right now, I am supposed to stay until July, the mid-July of 2016, and we can actually make that a little bit longer depending on how the process goes for actually looking for a new pastor. And have I done something like this before? Sort of. I have done something similar in another church, and I've done work that's similar in the hospital, but not exactly like this. So I'm really excited about this new chapter for my life too, as HMPC and I travel together.
Never know, dear, how much I love you.
One of my favorite verses is Galatians 2:20, and it says, "For I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God who loves me and gave himself for me." And I love it because it reminds me that my life is not about me or what I simply want to do. I can't just do whatever I want to do, but I want to follow God's ways, because God did so much for me. I get to live in the same spirit that Christ has for me.
You are my sunshine, my only sun.
I think the best thing about my job is being able to imagine new possibilities, to know that God is working in the world and doing new things all the time, and taking those ideas of what God's doing and making it apply to who we are as church, who we are as individual disciples of God. I love doing that. Now, the thing that I don't really like so much, though, is that sometimes requires, in my position as interim pastor, making some hard decisions about change that needs to happen in the church. And change is never really easy for any of us. And so I think that's the thing that can make my job sort of hard, and that I don't always like very much, because sometimes that means saying hard things to people.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy.
I had no idea there was such a thing as a buffalo hot dog. Is that what it's called?
Dear, how much I love you.